What did the buffalo say to his son when he was leaving for college? Bye, son. We're going to be doing bison or buffalo for our Draw With Me today. So get some markers or crayons and meet me back here. Hi guys. So I've got a black marker here, a light brown crayon, and a dark brown crayon. For my buffalo, the first thing I'm going to do is draw his head. So I'm going to give him a little bit of kind of wavy hair. Let's see here. My marker's a bit dry. And a bit of wavy hair. I'm going to come down like this for his head. Now I'm going to do his forehead, which comes out and go down the face, and it comes out like this. And we're going to go up, give him a little mouth there. Across the body. Okay, so we've got a bit of his hair and a little bit of outline on his face here. So the next thing I'm going to do, just so I have an idea of where his features are going to be, is to draw a horn. Now this is just a little guy. He is one of those little baby young buffaloes. So this is one horn. Right of the horn on the bottom, I'm going to draw an ear coming out like this, a little inner ear. And because we're kind of seeing his face on an angle, I'm going to put the other horn coming out like this, and his other ear just underneath the horn. So we've got two little horns, two ears, a mouth. Now it's time for some eyes. And I'm going to make my eyes happy eyes. He is a happy buffalo. One eye. And this eye, you can almost see all of it, but some of it's tucked away there. And last but not least, his nose. I'm just going to make some big nostrils, because these guys have pretty big noses. Kind of has a lot of similarities of a cow, but some other pretty cool features, like this big hump I'm going to draw. So right in the middle of his head, I'm going to come up, and this part is shaggy too, so you can add your waves. And then there's a steep drop off here, whoosh, right down the body. Okay, so this hump, we're gonna make sure that we connect the hump and the body with this kind of shaggy mane that he has. So before I do that, I'm actually gonna do his tail, because buffaloes have these cute tails. Sometimes you see them up, sometimes you see them down. And they've got a little shaggy part on the end of their tail. Matches the rest of them. Okay, so I'm going to do actually his front two legs and then his back legs just over here. So right where my mouth and my chin touch, I'm going to do a leg coming down. Oh, he's so cute. And another one going this way. And a little shaggy fur here. And for their feet, they have hooves. I'm gonna draw them just like this. So, like I said, this shaggy mane is only on kind of the hump, a bit of the head, and the front area. So we're going to make a kind of a jagged little line coming out so we can see that the back does not have it. There we go. Now he needs a tummy. So out like this. A back leg. And one little hiding leg back here. Okay, is it starting to look like a buffalo, guys? Feel like it, eh? So we've got 4 legs now, a tail, some eyes, a nose, 2 ears, and 2 horns. So I'm gonna take my black marker and do my hooves. The hooves of the bison are pretty dark, so it kind of works with the marker. Okay, now that I've got his hooves done, I'm gonna go over this mane. This marker wasn't working that great at the beginning. Perfect. So, we're gonna do some coloring. I'm gonna take my darker crayon first. Now the darker part is this top layer and the tip of his tail. Now I've been learning lots about bison. Can you believe it? I learned that they are the largest mammal in North America. They can weigh up to 2,000 pounds and stand 6 feet tall. Now that is pretty big. Now I'm kind of doing a more solid coloring so we can really see how they're a bit darker in the front. Now, one thing that stands out about buffalo or bison is they have that big hump on their back. That hump is really important because in the winter, bison have to get eat their grass underneath snow. So there are tons of muscles in that hump area that help the bison move his head back and forth, like side to side, and that acts as like a snow plow, and then they can get the grass underneath. If they didn't have the hump, they wouldn't have those super strong muscles to do that. They also have pretty giant heads, so they need that support to lift their heads up. You can always do this with marker too. My markers were so dark, I was worried my buffalo wouldn't show up. Now I'm going to call him Bruce because it's a good bee name. He looks like a Bruce. Have you guys ever seen a buffalo in the wild? Have you been to a buffalo farm or been to Yellowstone Park in the States? It's pretty amazing. I'm kind of lucky. I've seen a lot of buffalo growing up. Yellowstone, buffalo farms. But one of the cool things about buffalo in Alberta is they actually released 31 buffalo into the wild, into Banff National Park a couple of years ago, and with the hopes of reintroducing them to be a wild buffalo. And they've been doing really well. I kind of follow them. They have a blog. You can follow the bison, and they have videos of what they've been up to for the last couple of years, where they've been going. They've added They've had a bunch of calves, and so their herd is growing in size, which is kind of cool. All right, we're getting closer. I'm gonna color the ears the same dark color here. Another thing I found out about bison is they've been around since prehistoric times. Isn't that amazing? One of those animals that's just stayed with us for a very long time. Happy little Bruce. Now I'd love to see your buffalo. So you can always tag us, Commons Kids, or share it on an Instagram story. We'll be sure to share it on our page with the bison or buffalo that you're drawing. Okay, Bruce, it's time for your second color. So for the back of Bruce and his tail, I'm gonna use a lighter brown. And you know what? I'm not gonna push so hard. I'm just gonna lightly color him. Now, if you guys have an animal that you would like to see on the next Draw With Me, be sure to let us know. We're always happy to take suggestions. I wonder if there's a little guy that looks like this in Banff right now. All right, guys, that'll do it. We'll see you next week. Bye.